Let's now speak to Sevil Mikayilova. She is an Azerbaijani member of parliament and she joins us live now from Baku. It's great to have you on the program. Now, I want to start off by talking about the reintegration process of ethnic Armenians into Karabakh. We know that no one is being forced to leave. In the contrary, they are being told to stay because their safety has been ensured by the Azerbaijani government. But there are people that, of course, have chosen to leave. Give us some insight into what the situation would be for the ones that have chosen to stay, the ethnic Armenians that have chosen to stay in Karabakh, and what the reintegration process would look like.
First of all, I want to say that the situation in the field looks like, as you described now, some people in Karabakh region of Azerbaijan, they are of Armenian origin, they decided to flee, to leave the area. But this is their own decision. Maybe for the first phase, they have actually some fear, some scare that the life seems to them very, very vague, but Azerbaijani government has numerously assured them that the life here will be calm, will be stable, their life will be secure, they can live and continue living as the way they lived. Because for the civilians, actually, Azerbaijani government undertakes all the security measures. But I want to clarify the measures who are leaving. The people who are leaving, they were illegally settled in this area. And over 30 years of occupation period, actually Armenia supposed the area as its own. And we have now witnessing that not only people of Armenian origin, but other people were also settled in this area. And they were settled in the houses of Azerbaijanis who were driven out from the Karabakh after Armenian occupation. So, of course, these people who lived there before occupation, they will have to leave because this is not their territory. We are speaking about the illegal settlement, which is even a crime in accordance with the international law. But for people who lived there before occupation and after occupation, they continue to live. Of course, Azerbaijani government undertakes all the obligation for their secure and safe life.
I want to get your thoughts on how the Western media is covering the situation of the ethnic Armenians in Karabakh, because it's, for the most part, all in contrary to what's being projected from what's happening on the ground.
Of course, we have witnessed the dual standards of 30-year history of Karabakh conflict. And every time there were a propaganda machine who worked in favor of one side, in this case, in favor of Armenia, there was Armenian diaspora, Armenian lobby, and the forces who lobbied these groups, and they were assuring, they were convincing all in the West, in international community, that Azerbaijan actually were hinting their rights, and there were some breaches. But when the reality come out and the world saw and understands that this is Azerbaijani territory, the Azerbaijani territory was occupied by Armenia, and over 1 million Azerbaijanis were driven off from their territory. So this reality, when came to the international community, they didn't have any answer to say. And when during the 2020 war, we deoccupied our territory, actually Azerbaijan restored its sovereignty in its territory. Now we see these forces to become very, very active.
Right.
And after the anti-terror measures on 19th of September, actually Azerbaijan could restore its sovereignty in the whole territory.
Right.
And it seems that forces in the West are not cannot reconcile with this reality, and they continue this anti-propaganda and their propaganda against Azerbaijan works.
Well, looking at the latest statements from Pashinyan, he's been blaming Russia for the latest events that have been taking place, all while Russia is maintaining its position on the matter. Where do you think Armenia-Russian relations will lead to from this point on?
Armenia actually lived under the umbrella of Russia for many years. And, during the first years of the collapse of Soviet Union, actually, Armenia always felt the support from the Russian Federation. But the reality and geopolitical situation overall all over the world has changed. Now, it is impossible to speak about the situation which we were having in the beginning of 19th. So in this geopolitical period, Armenia should understand the reality is that occupation is not supported not only by Russia, but all over the world. And now, understanding that the state border is under the control of the Russian Federation, this is a fact. Russian state border soldiers are defending its state border.
Right.
Armenia wants Russia to be attracted to its illegal operations in the field and to act against Azerbaijan. But it doesn't happen. Russia now understands the situation, understand the reality. We have a strategic partnership agreement with Russia, and Russia actually respects the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan. And this makes Armenia crazy. Why not? And this is, I think, the main reason.
All right, Sevil Mikayilova, unfortunately, that's all the time I have left. But thank you so much for joining us here on the NewsHour.